S5BSc Same Third First Term Paper 1 Physical and Analytical Chemistry. I am from MGV Arts, Commerce and Science College, Malegaon City. Today we study chapter number 1 Chemical Kinetics. In this lecture we have to study about chemical kinetics, concept of reaction rates, factors affecting reaction rates, law of mass action and rate law, order of reaction, molecularity of a reaction, and we will also see the difference between order of reaction and molecularity of a reaction. Now see, chemical kinetics is concerned with the rate and mechanism of chemical change. Kinetics means study of rate, study of speed of reaction. The chemical kinetics is concerned with the rate and mechanism of chemical change. Next, reaction rate. The study of reaction rates, the changes in concentrations of reactants or products as a function of time. We already know as reaction proceeds, the reactant converted into the product. Obviously, there will be the changes in the concentration. So, during the chemical reaction, the change in concentrations of either reactants or product with respect to time. So, their study is nothing but called as the reaction rates. रिएक्शन रेट जो है कॉन्सेंट्रेशन चेंज होने के रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट का जो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन चेंज होता है टाइम के साथ वो कहलाता है रिएक्शन रेट. क्वांटिटेटिव रिलेशनशिप थ्रू द डेरिवेशन ऑफ अ रेट लॉ. काइनेटिक्स कैन रिवील मच अबाउट द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ अ रिएक्शन. रेट लॉ अभी जो है हम लोग आगे स्टडी करेंगे. नाउ सी हियर डायग्रामेटिकली the meaning of reaction rate. Our central focus will be on chemical kinetics. Consider the reaction. In this, the reactant converted into the product. Suppose reactant is our represented by violet color ball and product will be by green color ball. It is observed that as time goes on, there will be the changes in concentration of reactant and product. At the initial stage, we have observed that only reactant species are present. No green color balls are present in the first stage. Only violet color balls are present at the left corner in this stage. As time goes on, we have to observe from left to right. There will be changes in concentration of violet color balls. At last stage, only green color ball and very little quantity of the reactants are present in the final product. So from this diagram, it is very clear that as the reaction proceeds, the reactant disappear and product gets appear. Second thing, we have observed that from this diagram, during the course of reaction, one form of species can be converted into the another form. Next, see the wide range of reaction rates. From this diagram, it is very clear the chemical reactions. In the first stage, explosion occur. Second and third, second may change in the color. Third, rusting of iron. So here we will observe the two types of the reaction. One will be the very fast, second will be the slow. One thing all of you note down that the chemical reaction or reaction rate, it can be measured only slow reaction. Now see next factors influencing the reaction rates. First, reactant concentration. It is observed that reaction rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. higher will be the concentration of reactant, greater will be the reaction rate. If you have to plot a graph of concentration versus time, we will get the two types of the curve. One will be decreasing, second will be increasing. The decreasing in for reactant, increasing will be for product. Why there are two types of the curves are obtained? As we have diagrammatically clearly observed that as the reaction proceeds, concentration of reactant goes on decreasing with respect to time, whereas concentration of product increases with respect to time. Hence, we have gained here two types of the curve. One will be the decreasing, second will be increasing. So, for the reactant, the concentration goes on decreases with respect to time, whereas concentration of product increases with respect to time. So, finally, here, what is the effect of concentration of reactant? If the concentration of reactant will be larger, reaction rate will be higher. Next, particle size and physical state of reacting substance. Next factor, particle size and physical state of the reacting substance. When the reactants are in different phases, generally the more finely divided solid and the liquid reactants, greater the surface area per unit volume and smaller are the particles of the reactant, faster the reaction rate. If the reactants are present in the solid form, as compared to the granules, the finely divided powdered substances gets react fast, means smaller the size of the particles, faster will be the reaction rates. For example, if we have to take zinc dust, its reaction with the hydrochloric acid, the reaction it is observed to be very fast. Whereas if you have to take the granules of the zinc, its reaction with the hydrochloric acid, the reaction will be slow. So finally we can summarize it as smaller will be the size of the particle, greater will be the reaction rate. Or if the reactants are present in the liquid state, at that time the reaction is also fast. From this diagram it is very clear that due to the change in the size of the substance, that is the steel nail, the reaction is slow in the first diagram, whereas reaction is fast in the second diagram. We have to use the reacting substance, here is steel nail, in oxygen. In the second, we have to use the steel wool in oxygen. So it is observed that in the second diagram, because of the smaller size of the reacting species, faster will be the reaction rate. Next factor, temperature. Rate of reaction increases with increase in temperature. Higher will be the temperature, greater will be the reaction rate. Now see the mathematical representation of the reaction rate. We have already studied the change in concentration of reactant or product per unit time is nothing but the reaction rate. And we already know again the reactant concentration during the course of reaction goes on decreases, whereas product concentration goes on increasing. If you have to consider the reaction, here A is the reactant and B is the product. If you want to express the rate of reaction in terms of A, we can also express the rate of reaction in terms of B. So here two mathematical expressions are comes. First, rate of reaction is equal to rate of disappearance of A, that equal to minus dA by dt. What is d by dt? This d by dt is nothing but the mathematical representation of the reaction rate. So we already know the change in concentration means if we have to consider the reactant A, so we have to write here A. If we have to study about the product here, instead of A we can write the B. The rate of reaction is equal to rate of disappearance of A. Disappearance of A means concentration of A decreases during the course of reaction. Hence, the mathematically we have to introduce the negative sign in the rate equation, minus dA by dt. Whereas we have observed that there will be a positive sign in the rate of reaction, that is plus dB by dt. Here positive sign it is due to the appearance of B. Since As the product form, its concentration goes on increasing. So because of the increase in concentration of product, we have to take the positive sign in the rate of reaction. Hence here two types of the rate of reactions. First one will be the rate of reaction is equal to rate of disappearance of A, that is minus dA by dt. Second, rate of reaction is equal to rate of appearance of B, that equal to plus dB by dt. At equilibrium condition, it is observed that both rates are equal. If you want to express the rate in terms of changes in concentration of reactant and product, consider this reaction. Hydrogen plus iodine gives 2 times of HI. All are in gaseous form, means it is a homogeneous reaction. As we have already told, at equilibrium, the rate of reactant, that is totally equal to or balanced by the rate of product. The overall rate of reaction must be written like this: minus d of H2 by dt equal to minus d of I2 by dt. Here negative sign comes because of the reacting species. Our reacting species are hydrogen and iodine. That equal to 1 by 2 d of Hi by dt. Here the coefficient of product comes in denominator in the rate expression. If you want to eliminate this 2 in the denominator, multiply over all this equation by 2. Now see, the expression becomes rate equal to plus dHi upon dt. Now write the first positive terms and then minus dH2 by dt is equal to minus 2 times d of I2 by dt. Now consider for the general reaction, A plus B gives C plus D. The rate will be rate equal to minus 1 upon A dA by dt equal to minus 1 upon B dB by dt. The negative sign here because of the reacting species, since their concentration goes on decreasing as the reaction proceeds. Here 1 by C dC by dt equal to 1 by D dd by dt. The positive sign because the product concentration increases. Next point, law of mass action and rate law. Law of mass action, the statement will be the rate of a chemical reaction at any instant is proportional to the molar concentration of the reacting substance at that instant. It is observed that the rate of chemical reaction, it depends upon the molar concentration of reacting substance only. And if we mathematically express this statement, we will get like this. In this reaction, A changes to B, rate equal to minus dA by dt, which is directly proportional to concentration of A, that is the reacting substance or reacting species, that is called as the rate law. The mathematical expression gives the rate law. The rate law also expresses the reaction rates as a function of reactant concentrations, product concentrations, and temperature. It is experimentally determined. But in the rate equation, according to the law of mass action, only reacting species comes. And we consider only the reacting species. Consider for a general reaction, A plus B gives C plus D. According to the rate law, rate becomes rate equal to K, concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B. Before this, we can write the rate equation. Rate is directly proportional to concentration of A power A, concentration of B power B. If we eliminate the proportionality sign, we will take the proportionality constant, and this K is called as the rate constant, and power A and B represents the reaction orders. Now see what is the order of a reaction. It is an experimentally determined quantity. It is obtained from the rate equation applicable to the reaction. A simplest definition, it is the sum of the powers of the concentrations of various reactants involved in the rate equation. So according to this reaction, the sum of the power here will be the A and B, their sum of the powers of the concentration gives the order of a reaction. It gives the order. Now see the properties of reaction order. Reaction orders cannot be deduced from the balanced chemical equation. Reaction orders are usually positive integers or zero. Reaction orders can be fractional. Now how we can determine the reaction order? Consider here the chemical reaction. O2 plus 2 times NO gives 2NO2. All are in the gaseous phase. It is the homogeneous. The rate equation contains, according to the rate law, it contains only the reacting species. So rate equal to K, concentration of O2 power M, concentration of NO power N. Here what is the value of M and what is the value of N? M and N are nothing but the, here for this reaction M is equal to 1 and N is equal to 2. So if we add up M and N, we will get the order of the reaction. So here order of reaction will be 3. Generally, in order to find the M and N, a series of experiments is conducted starting with different set of reactant concentrations. The initial reaction rate is measured in each experiment. You have to perform the practical on this topic. Next, rate constant. Here K is called as the rate constant. What is this K? The rate constant K is specific for a particular reaction at a particular temperature. It is the first thing. Second, rate constant K is also known as specific velocity constant or specific reaction rate. The units of K depends on the order of the reaction and the time units. ये टॉपिक भी हम लोगों का नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में क्लियर होगा. How we can deduce the unit of K for the different types of the for different order of the reaction. What is K? K is the rate constant. It is also known as the specific velocity constant or specific reaction rate. Now see the molecularity of a reaction. If you consider the reaction, A changes to product, means A gives the product. Here it is observed that only one reacting species are involved, means only one molecule of the reactant involved in the chemical reaction. Hence its molecularity will be 1. Suppose if we have two reacting species A plus B, it gives the product. Its molecularity will be 2. Its definition is the number of reactant molecules that are involved in the elementary step represents the molecularity of an elementary reaction. So what is elementary reaction? The reaction that is the simple reaction that proceeds in the single step is known as the elementary reaction. The number of reactant molecules involved in elementary step gives the molecularity. For complex reaction means, what is complex reaction? That consists of 2 or more elementary steps. In this complex reaction, the rate determining step decides the overall rate of reaction. Hence, if only one molecule involved in the chemical reaction, the reaction is said to be the unimolecular. If 2 molecules are involved in the chemical reaction, the reaction is said to be the bimolecular. And similarly, if 3 molecules, the reaction is called as the termolecular. On the basis of the number of reactant molecules present in the reaction decides the molecularity. Now see the difference between order and molecularity. There are 4 distinguishing points regarding order of a reaction and molecularity of a reaction. First point, it is the sum of powers of concentrations of reactants involved in the rate equation. Whereas in molecularity of a reaction, it is the number of reactant molecules involved in the elementary reaction. Next, second point, it is an experimentally determined quantity. Order can be determined experimentally, whereas molecularity it is a theoretical concept or theoretical quantity. Third, order can be fractional and can be zero, whereas molecularity cannot be fractional and cannot be zero. Last point, order of the reaction. It can be changed with experimental conditions like concentrations, pressure. As experimental condition changes, the order of reaction also goes on changing, whereas molecularity is independent of the experimental conditions or experimental conditions of the reactions. Thank you.